For folks, I don't have too much for today. I want to return your exam, set up a help session for the final. Just go over with it. The final will be like last semester, so you remember it last semester, just the 4 exams that we had during the semester, and I take questions from that. I will change them some. So, for example, if we look back at some of these exams, for example, I could take something like this, that's question number 1, and change the circuit, but it would still be the same type of question. Or say this one where I show you the current versus time, I could ask for the charge versus time, or something along those lines. It would still be the same idea for the question, but it would just be a different context. Let's see, what's another good example? Well, like one of these right-hand rule problems, it could still be applying the right-hand rule, but it would still be sort of this question, but maybe different, like a different scenario. Maybe even not the wires there, maybe it's just a magnetic field, just asking you to apply the right-hand rule. So as you're going through the test, think about that, like how could this question be changed, and what is sort of the underlying principle for this question. That follow what I mean? It's just like last semester, it's very similar questions, but just changed. Be careful too as you go through the exam next week that you read them very carefully, because like you'll be studying these exams a lot probably over the next few days, and you'll just sort of get into the groove of looking at these. But I might change something that's subtle, and whenever it's subtle, I try to bold it and italicize it so it stands out to you. But just make sure that you read them carefully. I could give you a question like this, but with a different circuit. Again, different circuit, something like that. Yeah, so all of these, I could just change them slightly. Some of them might just be different numbers, like they might be just the same question, just with different numbers, and that's likely to be the case, but most of them will be changed some. Any questions about what to expect for that final? It's going to be roughly 1.5 times, so, 25 multiple choice, 7 to 8 free response. It's a 2-hour test. So, we'll also have an assessment after the final. If you don't want to take it after the final, I understand. You can come to my office. I can set up a time for you, or you just drop in. It takes 20 to 25 minutes. It's, I think, 20 or 25 multiple choice questions. It won't take you that long. And the points on that assessment will go towards your extra credit. You'll be able to get up to 5 extra credit points, but it'll be based on a percentage. So whatever percentage you get, you'll get that percentage of the 5 points. Usually people don't do very well in that assessment. I mean, usually it's 50 or 60%, but I might curve it so that you get it closer to 5 points. But it will be a percentage. Right, so do as well as you can. It's just really there so you don't just guess every question. I put the solutions up for yesterday's or last week's, what was today? Monday's test. So the test is up there as well as the video. Which part? Have you already seen it? Y'all haven't seen the solution. I didn't mention that. Anyway, it's up. I put it up yesterday. And let's do a help session. I'm inclined to do the help session. Our exam is on 8 a.m. a week from today. So I'm inclined to do it on this Tuesday at 3 p.m. That should be an okay time for everybody. Are y'all okay with that? As far as finals go, it should be an okay time. Tuesday at 3 p.m.
I mean, I'm thinking I'm okay, but I don't know it's like everyone else is.
Well, I just give that time because exams hit at 3 o'clock. Okay, well, I'll send an email out. We'll just do that time. I'll record the help session. If that helps you, you'll have it. So if you feel like you're missing out or whatever, and so I'll take that time. We can go over all the major topics that we covered this semester, and then we can also go over the old exams. But that's your go-to place, is the old exams for the final. All right. Any questions about it? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Are we taking it in the auditorium? Let me check my schedule. I don't know if I think we'll probably do it in here. Y'all okay doing it in here? Yeah. Usually I have y'all move into the auditorium because my 102 class meets in there. And so like I'm already in there. I'm in there the period after y'all. So that's how we've been testing in my 102 class, which meets right after this class. Okay? It is. How did you know? Oh yeah, oh yeah, I have all my stuff on here, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, oh look, I know he's, what is it, Brandon C is taking his final on the 12th.
Oh yeah. I don't think there's anything personal in it. We got a new mattress one time, and when we got the mattress, the guy told us that we needed to flip it every 2 weeks for the first month, or 2 months, or whatever. And so we had flip mattress. I pulled up my calendar one night. I was like, flip mattress, flip mattress, flip mattress.
Yeah.
And I pulled it up, and I said, "Do you flip your mattress every 2 weeks?"
Put in my phone to get a haircut.
Oh yeah, I need a haircut. All right. Okay, so help session on Tuesday at 3. Final will be made up from the old exams, and I'm going to hand back your exam now. That's really all I have. I'm sorry I didn't bring y'all out, but I wanted to give you your exam. Okay? Morning. Yeah, you missed everything. Sorry. Y'all like the no multiple choice on this test?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not supposed to ask those people what they think. You're not, like, that's first grade etiquette. The first grade teacher always gets on to the other kids when they ask what they made. Alright guys, well that's really all I have. Solutions on the line. If you have questions, I'll be around all week. I actually am out on Friday, so sorry, not on Friday. Hold on, yep. We're wrapping up.
Okay.
That's okay.
Everybody's like, hurry, get to the last day of class.